What is good, producer family? I am back with one of the biggest gems that I recently found when it comes to advertising on Facebook. I'll be honest with you guys, this should not be free, but you guys have been rocking with me on YouTube and showing nothing but love and support. So today we're getting into one of the biggest things that I recently discovered when it comes to running ads through Facebook and through Instagram. Before we get into this video, of course, sign up for the 30-day producer challenge below, including my 5-day free beat selling video course of where I give some major gems in there. Before we get into this, I want to give you guys a quick little scenario, and also girls too. Shout out Nicole Dreams, one of the producers who rocks with my content. Shout out Nicole. I'll put her Instagram on the screen right now. Shout out to her. Girls and guys, or guys and girls. Anyways, let's get into this just quick little example so you can understand this. So let's say that you create your own business and you hire 2 employees to work with you and whatnot, and you have an actual physical store and you're open from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. and each and every day you are in there working 14 hours a day. So let's imagine that your store runs for 30 days and you're successful with it. You're making money, you're doing pretty good. But towards the end of those 30 days, you look back and you feel like, man, I feel like nobody was coming into my store in like the early mornings, right? Nobody was really coming into my store purchasing anything. And then in the afternoon, things really took off. And I mean, we were just making sales like that, like crazy. People were entering the store like nonstop. It was crazy until we closed. So you're like, I want to go back and look at that information, maybe readjust something. So you guys can see on the screen right now, let's say that you go back and you look at your information of running an actual physical store. And let's say from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., you made $500 off sales in the past 30 days, which isn't bad at all. But then let's say you take a look at the rest of the numbers and you see from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., you made $2,500. So it's pretty easy to see that you should focus a lot more on 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. because that's when you're making pretty much all of your money. And of course, since you have people working with you, you're also paying people to work from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. when you're not making a lot of money. So you're basically spending money for people to work there that you really don't need the people to work there. You could honestly work that shift by yourself because there's not a lot of traffic and you're not dealing with a lot of people. So you could save money by not having people work during those hours because you don't have a lot of customers. And this is a trend you saw within the past 30 days. So now let's get into how this actually works for running Instagram ads on Facebook. All right, so now we're into Business Manager here, and I want to show you guys how you can really make this work the best. If people are clicking on your website or interacting with your profile on these ads within a certain time, and you notice that a lot, wouldn't you want Facebook to spend your money and try to reach people during basically those peak hours instead of wasting your money at 5 o'clock in the morning? So for this example, I was spending $2.50 a day. So that's not a big budget at all. And when you're spending a low budget, even like less than $10, you want to make all of your money count. You do not want to waste $1, $2, $3, or even half of your budget during a time when nobody's clicking or interacting with your ads. It just makes sense, right? All you have to do is once you get into the actual ad here, you can go to breakdown, hit by time and go by day. Then you can go into delivery, and then we hit time of day, ad account, time zone. So now we're gonna take a look at my results here real quick. So what I can see is this is military time. I started running the campaign at 4 o'clock, and then from 4 to about, 10 to 11 o'clock, it was doing pretty good, right? 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock was pretty good there as well. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock did pretty well there too. But you guys can see those numbers are pretty solid. Once it hit midnight, once it hit around 10 o'clock, it started to die off. And then you can see, right, after 10 o'clock, you can see went from 10 to 7 to 1 to 1 to 0 to 2 to 8 to 4, and then started picking back up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So you could see that from around, 10 o'clock to about 4 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock in the morning, nothing was really happening. So then let's take a look at the next day, see how it continues on. So once it starts getting into about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, okay, it starts kind of picking back up, and that's pretty good, right? We're going all throughout lunch here, pretty steady. Then we get into the nighttime, right? 4 o'clock here. Okay, we're doing pretty good, pretty solid numbers, all right? And then we get back down to 10, 11 o'clock, and you can see, we're still doing decent, but there's still a pretty big drop off here. So it's pretty easy to see that my ads, once it hits around 10, 11 o'clock at night, they start to die off. So we'd want to stop them then, right? And then once it hits about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, we're seeing that, okay, at these times, my ads start to pick up. So basically what that tells me is I would want to tell Facebook to set a schedule to run my ads from about probably 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning to about 10 p.m. at night. Now, I know in general, compared to the example I gave you, That's still a damn big time frame. But what you have to understand is that's 6 hours you're not spending money. And also, this is my $1 a day ad. So I'm only doing all of this with $1. Every cent I spend counts because it's only $1 a day. So just so you guys know that as well. I don't know if I said that, but just so you know that as well, right? And that's why you can make $1 stretch, is because after 3 or 4 days of getting these results, which is only $4 or $5 spent, so it's not like you have to run ads and really like spend $25 or $30 just to see results with these kind of things, with these $1 a day ads. You could increase the budget to $2 to $3 a day on these ads, or you could keep running them at $1 a day. It's up to you if you want to take it to the next level and keep on increasing more money into it. But now you have a schedule and you can tell Facebook, do not run my ads during these times. So now let's talk about setting up. Once you're in the ad sets of Facebook Ads Manager, you want to go to rules and then create a new rule, and then just hit one ad set. So it applies to only this ad set. So then you would do turn ad set on, and then click off this conditions. Then you would hit custom. We want to turn the ads on, right? Turn the ads on at 4 o'clock in the morning, or let's do 6 o'clock in the morning just to be safe. So for Pacific time, that's 3 a.m. because, okay. So once more, remember, let's say that we want to turn our ads on at 6 a.m. So that means that we would go in and we would simply fill out all of these till 6 a.m. All right, now if you're like me, the first time you did this, you probably figured that, oh, I'll turn on 6 a.m. and then this will be my turn off time. No. Just turn this first column on to when you want it to start, which is gonna be based on the results you get. So mine's 6 a.m. So just turn it on, okay? And then just hit close. Do not worry about the second column at all. Only do the first column. The first column is the only thing that matters. And then you would name this to turn on, okay? And also what you could do is, instead of time, you could break it down by day. So let's say you run the $1 a day ads for a whole week, right? So now you have 7 days worth of information. And what you can see is, wow, on Friday, it was bad. My engagements dropped by 50. So then you're like, okay, well then I don't want to spend my budgets on Friday. So then all you would do is you could just not have them run on Friday. So then you would go back to rules and hit create a new rule again, and then one ad set, and then turn off ad set. And once more, get rid of this. This is a little bit more advanced. You don't have to worry about it. Then you would hit custom. So then once more, you would hit custom, hit edit custom schedule. And remember, we saw through Facebook that once it hits 11 p.m., it really starts to dip off. So I'm gonna actually turn these off then at 11 p.m. So I just go down here and I would select 11 p.m. for each one. So then once all these are on 11 p.m., I'm not gonna do it right now just to save time, you'd hit close, and then you would save this as turn off 11 p.m. So the rules actually start a day after you set them. So the first day, this isn't gonna work just like that. It actually starts a day after. So just remember that. One of the biggest gems, I really hope I explained this well, just because this is gonna be crucial, because if you're working with a low budget, this is gonna make your low budget stretch so much better and give you so much better results for even $1, $2, $3, $5 a day. It's gonna be amazing. So once more, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys thought this was helpful, YouTube family, love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to sign up for the 30-day producer challenge if you have not already. If you have, all I can do is ask that you leave a like and tune in for the next video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one.